Hello guys, how you enjoyed the event? Are you happy? Yeah, okay. Okay, so I will talk about the digital matters, accessibility. There is approximately 16% of the population today living on the earth that are disabled. There are people having a different experience when they're using the digital ecosystem. But beside the individuals with the disability, there's also older people. Do you know that 25% of the population of the Polish have over 60? This is a huge number. Starting with the accessibility, I would also put some numbers. There is a click-away pound report from the UK which stated there is approximately 7 million people which need today a special access needs. Maybe changing the color contrast. Maybe they're using only keyboard. And these people generate approximately 7 billion pounds of the click-away. What does it mean? I'm going to the banking ABC. Can I create an account if I'm blind? No. So I'm going to the bank Z. Oh, I'm able to create an account, but I'm not able to log in because you forgot to include the digital accessibility from the beginning. More number. Those numbers coming from the Dutch industry or the Dutch country. So they check how many Dutch people having an accessibility feature activated on the mobile phone. 49% of the Dutch people on the iOS having activate at least one feature. 69 on the Android. Also, something that was surprise for me, 36% of those who are using the Apple product, they turn the dark mode option by default. So your question, do you have a dark mode option available in your application? And 24%, both on the Android and iOS, they change the size on the web and mobile. It's a huge number. I need to see a little bit bigger letters. This is a little bit sad. Unfortunately, I'm working with the banks in the Poland and US, and unfortunately, this is not something that we can see today. We forgot about it. This is those emotion that should be in the digital product from beginning. So how to start to think about it from beginning? First of all, you need to think about the accessibility, about those who are not able to perceive the content, those who are not able to hear. For example, imagine the situation that the deaf person coming to bank, and how are you prepared to offer for she, he, they the credit, the account? But also we need to take account the age, location, the gender to include the inclusivity in total. So we are designing disability. Why we only building the services for a few people instead of the building for everyone? Because price conscious, it might be an older Grażyna who wants to spend a lot of money to buy a new car, or the student, or the person on the wheelchair. Still, the needs are the same. Usually, and I will explain what is digital accessibility, I'm seeing this. I don't have a time, budget, and the knowledge. And there is also a recent lawsuit in the US. Bank of America was a suit that is not following digital accessibility. So I talk a lot about the digital accessibility. So what is a digital accessibility? Digital accessibility is to building the right product for everyone. And perhaps you know, there is a European Accessibility Act, which stated that from the 28 June 2025, you need to build accessible services for everyone, including the finance, including the public transport, including the e-commerce. Not having accessible content might be costly. Nowadays, or from 2025, there will be a fine. I'm not scaring you about the fine, but there will be. Already, the lawsuit in the US cost approximately $1 million. So this is something that you need to pay, and you're losing your reputation. So how to incorporate the digital accessibility from beginning? 1 to 5% of the budget. Yes, it costs, if we think about it from beginning. So I mentioned about the WCAG. WCAG is a Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. It's available for free from 25 years. This is not something that was created like yesterday. This is something that exists from the 25 years, and that was a design to include that we're building the services for everyone. The WCAG covers 3 levels, A, double, and the triple A. And in terms of the law, and in terms of the building the services for everyone, we need to fulfill the single and double A. There is approximately 50 criteria. That's referring to the UX designers, developers, marketing folks, because digital accessibility is not only about the finance application, it's about the apps, also the PDF. Imagine you just received from the bank a fancy PDF with the fancy offer, and this PDF is not accessible because somebody forgot it to include and build the right product. From my story, so I used to work for the Colibra. This is a data governance company, and it took almost 1 year and a half to include the digital accessibility in the digital ecosystem. After 2 years, we seen that the number of the critical and major issues dropped by 85%. Because the digital accessibility is not only about law, some guidelines, it's ensuring us that we're building the right product for everyone. We also accelerate the IT process by the 21%, so we are able to deliver faster. Do you want to deliver faster? Yes. There is also a very nice case study from NPR company. So this is a company who delivering the news. So what they did, they decided we won't deliver accessible content. And for example, for every podcast and the video, they deliver the subtitles or transcript. In the era of the artificial intelligence, it's super easy. You can deliver the subtitles for the 1-minute movie in the 20 minutes. And unique visitors increased by 4.80%. It's a huge number in the e-commerce. Barclays. The Barclays is the bank who treating the accessibility as the innovation. So he don't only think about the building the digital ecosystem, but he also include the color contrast credit card. This is also available in Poland, so it's something that we can be ashamed. But also, there's one piece of the device for the older people, because we're having a huge problem with the ethics and the people who want to steal our money from the electronic system. So they deliver a special calculator, the token, for the adults and those with the visual disability to ensure that my services are secure on the right level. In the end, what is accessibility from me? It's first of all, user experience must have. We need from the beginning ensure that we're building the right product. Also, somebody needs to verify this on the quality assurance perspective. If you are not aware about accessibility, start it. Just a proof of the concept. Let's try it. Maybe invite the blind person to go through your services and understand what you need to do on the daily basis. Build this as the requirement. Organize in the organization awareness day. So in the end, what it really means for me, for my business, we're building the better services for everyone. So everyone can be happy. Everyone can touch it. I can use this service, I can use another service. And this is also something important from the business perspective. We can reach the wider audience. You know, do you want to have more customers? Do you want? Yes, we want. So there is like the huge opportunity on the Polish market and also in the Europe to attract those customers. Improve the overall usability, because accessibility is, for example, usage the product using keyboard only. Sometimes, you know, your battery is like died and you want to use your system, the Windows, you know, go to the Plotek or Pudelek and try it. So you can use the keyboard instead, the mouse. This is also something that not too many are saying, less development and maintenance time. Because if you're building the services which are accessible, the digital accessibility was designed by W3C organization. So it's exactly the same who invented the www. So entire internet. And last but not least, it's a law. It's a law that you can receive a fine in the 2025. So stay tuned and be prepared to be accessible and create the great opportunity for your users. Thank you guys and enjoy the conference.